KBLA Talk 1580 on all of our socials, then you're missing out. Download our app and find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and on the web at KBLA 1580.
That's right.
Again, you can find all of our socials at KBLA 1580.
We've got a lot to talk about.
By the way, if you miss any of our weekday shows in real time, you can always catch up by checking out the podcast of your favorite shows at your leisure. At KBLA Talk 1580, we've got your black.
Got your beer.
Keep following the leader.
Oh my God.
Follow the leader. Follow the leader. Follow the leader. Follow the leader.
I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. If your relationship is in trouble, I'm the dude to call. Has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does black love still exist? What are your bedroom turnoffs? Fantasies and fetishes. Financial infidelity. I'm dating a fat person. Are they worth the wait? Trust me, this gonna be crazy.
How about the heavy stuff?
The child wasn't his, and he still had to pay child support.
It's a very heated topic.
How was that right?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I just like to kiss it. There's something wrong with that.
Damn.
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been committed.
Hit you with the bad pipes routine.
How does he maintain his humposity?
He likes it when it pinches my neck.
Why can't you open up, brother?
I'm a karate man. Karate man rules on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses.
Yeah.
How do you write women so well?
Zoe Williams,
Reason and accountability.
the voice of reason.
What's up everyone, and welcome back to another video. This is your guardian Angie. As you can tell from the title, yes, it's true, I was a compulsive liar in my youth. I was a compulsive liar for pretty much my entire life. It started off really innocently, you guys. I would steal toys from my preschool and tell my mom that this is what my friends would give me. But the truth was that I had no friends. When I got to grade school, people started asking me where I was from. People would always assume that I was either Mexican, Indian, or Native American, and the way they would bring it up to me would be in a light of negativity, as if it was something to be ashamed of. But I always thought that if I told people the truth, that they wouldn't like me or they wouldn't want to be my friend. I just wanted to be accepted by everybody, so I would make up lies as to where I was from. When I got into middle school, I started lying to people about me being a vegetarian. I've always wanted to be a vegetarian since I was a little girl, but for some reason I didn't want to bridge the gap between who I was and who I wanted to be. I was like too lazy to get to this part right here. So I would just tell people, yeah, I'm a vegetarian. Isn't that cool? I wanted people to think I was different and that I was special, because on the inside, I didn't feel that way. When I got into high school, the lying got very compulsive. I started telling people that I worked a job, that I worked at a veterinarian's office, that I was a waitress, that I was a cashier. I made lots of money. I had a car. I even lied about the music that I listened to. I had a very goth sort of style, so I would pretend that I listened to heavy metal and rock and roll, but the truth was that I actually liked hip-hop. It makes me laugh about the silly things that I would lie about just so I can feel accepted. And then in my adult life, of course, the lies continued. I would continue lying about where I was from, about who I am, about the things that I liked, the things that I was doing. And of course, social media played a huge factor in this, because on the internet, you can pretend to be whoever you want. But then one day when I was at my job, I was about 20 or 21, and there was a man talking to me. He was asking me about myself. And as I answered everything, I kind of felt like I was watching from second person. I was wondering, you know, he's probably believing what I'm saying, but do I really believe what I'm saying? In that very moment, I had a huge realization, just a big click, that I have been lying to everybody my entire life, and nobody, barely even my family, know who I really am. I started to feel really alone. I got a big rush of anxiety, and I immediately just stopped talking to the dude, and I really just had a self-realization moment. I didn't want to hang out with any friends that day. I didn't want to do anything. I just really wanted to get out of where I was. I was cheating on multiple partners. I was lying to all of my friends. I even started lying to my family and stealing from my family. I was headed in a very dark path, and I knew it. So reality struck really hard at this point, and I just had to face all the lies that I told and all the people that I told lies to. Granted, this is the part of my life where I lost every single friend that I ever knew. This was a really rough moment in my life, but I knew I would get through it, and I was already aware of the laws of the universe, and I knew that these people were being removed from my life for a reason, and that something better was coming. However, something really important occurred to me during this journey. It occurred to me that I wasn't alone. Everyone lies all the time, and they lie about everything and anything. The reason why we lie is because we want to bridge the gap between who we are and who we want to be. We also lie sometimes because we don't want to take accountability for the things that we do. Or in my case, the reason why I lied is because I didn't feel good enough, so I just pretended to be. But let me tell you guys this. You can lie to anybody. You can lie to the internet. That's probably the biggest fool there is. You can lie to your friends. You can lie to your family. You can lie to anybody. But that mirror in the bathroom is cold-blooded, and you will never be able to run away from the person that you truly are. So because of this, I'm able to spot when people are lying.
Listen, she told the truth. Does she sound like a Machiavellian person? She was transparent about her compulsive lying. That's the thing that bothers me about people who scream from the mountaintops about how much they hate liars. Right? They demonize people who lie. You don't know where that lie is coming from. That lie could be authored by a childhood wound. We saw that pathological lies developed in childhood. We saw that compulsive lying developed in childhood. People are carrying wounds, and you expect them to be the 100% truth when you got a bag full of wounds and you're not the 100% truth to yourself. Do you see what I'm saying? It's very frustrating to live in a world where people feel justified in having their double standards. You're a damn liar. And you calling somebody else a lie. You calling somebody else out for lying. But you a damn lie. And the biggest lies most people tell are the lies they tell themselves. Come on, man. Ask yourself a real question right now, here and now. Would you tell yourself, listen, 1-800-920-1580. Would you tell yourself, would you convince yourself, would you influence yourself that telling this person a lie, whoever the person may be, is beneficial? It's beneficial. I am personally guilty of telling myself that in the moment. That is the biggest lie I've ever told myself. This is beneficial for the time being. For the time being, I'll be able to work this situation out. But for now, let me get from this point to that point. Let me put this fire out here. And really, what you fail to realize is when you lie to yourself and you tell yourself it's okay to say this lie to somebody else, you're not really putting out the fire. You're actually trying to put the fire out with gasoline. That's what it is. You're pouring gas on the fire. I had to learn through experiences. A lie will let you down every time. That's just what it is. A lie will let you down every time. Why? Because you can't use an illusion to build the reality you want. Wait, hold on. But that would say the law of attraction don't work, Zoe. Listen. Do you know the law of attraction is bidirectional? What do you mean, Zoe? See, listen, let me give you this. You could tell yourself a lie. I think I can, I think I can, I think I can, I will, I will, I will. It's not real. It's not in reality right now, but you just created a reality, right? You built it up. When you tell a lie to someone else, you can't build a reality with someone else. Why? Because they have a separate reality tunnel. Listen to what I'm saying now. You can't use that lie to build a reality with them. Because guess what? That lie is like sperm. It's a foreigner in their spirit. And what does the body do to sperm when it show up? Sometimes the eggs don't make it because that woman's body will attack those eggs, those sperm. I'm telling you, sometimes when you telling a lie, somebody's spirit going to be like, this ain't right. And they will attack that lie. So you have to understand, you can tell yourself a lie. You can self-talk. Negative self-talk is a lie. You could tell yourself you're not worth anything and you could start believing it. But you can't force somebody else to believe an illusion. But the truth has a different resonance, man. I had to learn that. I'm sorry. I had to learn it. We got callers on the line. I want to talk to everybody. Dr. Naka, Houston, Texas, get in here.
I'm glad you said that truth has a different resonance, because you can feel when somebody's telling the truth or if they're telling a lie. And that's pretty much, and you can feel it in yourself. Mm-hmm. You can feel it in yourself. You feel so icky. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So that's why I try not to lie.
You try not to, but you ain't mastered it. Just tell the truth, man.
No, because it's sometimes, I'm going to tell you the biggest lie I got going on right now.
Okay, give it to us.
My alarm goes off at 4 o'clock in the morning. Mm-hmm. Get up, work out. Get up, pray, work out. And I don't hit it every time. Mm-hmm. And then people, what time you get up? I get up at 4. Mm-hmm. But I try to get up at 4, but sometimes that bed's so comfortable, it turned to 6, and but it's a lot of times I hit it. It's a lot of times I miss, but the goal is to get it. Mm-hmm. So, it's always a work in progress, always a work in progress to be a better man, a better person. Mm-hmm. That's it, though.
Hey, brother, let me just say.
I really appreciate your show, too, brother. It's very important, very important.
Thank you, brother, and I appreciate you for calling in, man. I'm not perfect, you not perfect, but guess what? If we work to get better every day, man, we're going to look different tomorrow. You understand what I'm saying?
That's right.
Yes, sir. That's right. You brought Houston, Texas in the building. If you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call me, 1-800-920-1580. There's a book out there I want you guys to get. It's called Radical Honesty, How to Transform Your Life by Telling the Truth. It's written by Brad Blanton. And I refer this book all the time. Brad Blanton told so much of the truth in this book, it was crazy. He started by telling everybody in the book that he has herpes. That's radical honesty for you, right? There's shame that comes with having an STD or an STI, right? But in this book, he let everybody know what it was. Off top, yeah, I got herpes. Why is that important? So the detractors from this book say people use this book to now weaponize the truth. So like the brother came in and said, if I tell her she doesn't look fat in those jeans, people who have read this book will now weaponize the truth. Now, you ain't got no damn business in them jeans, as big as you are. They'll turn it into that after reading this book. So what I like to do is say, if you do get this book, Radical Honesty, you have to get its counterpart by, I think this is nonviolent communication, right? I always pair the book with nonviolent communication, because that book will teach you how to communicate without being demeaning and disrespectful. It's very important. I think the author of that particular book is Marshall B. Rosenberg, PhD. So you have to get both of those books. But I want you to hear this quote from Brad Blanton's book, Radical Honesty. He says, "For my own good, I want to hang out with people who want to find out what it would be like to live in such a way as to leave no unspoken words, no unfinished business. I want to be with people who are hungry for the truth, who want to spend time learning and sharing what they have learned rather defending their images or reputations." Man, your reputation will cause you to lie. I promise you. The image of who you think you are will cause you to lie. Right? It will cause you to lie. And many people will lie in defense of their image. Listen, Brad Blanton, Radical Honesty, How to Transform Your Life by Telling the Truth. Most of us would rather kill ourselves than be, he italicized be, than be. Particularly if who we think we are keeps dying, many of us do. Like, we will kill ourselves if the world doesn't see us as we see ourselves. You trying to tell me that isn't an impetus for lying? It's part of the human nature, part of the human condition. We got callers on the line. I want to get him in. Who wants to talk? The number to dial is 1-800-920-1580. Call me. Should I take it now or on the other side? We'll take it on the other side. When we come forward, we got Houston, Texas, and Indianapolis. We about to really start to cook. Y'all better pull out your pens and pads.
Reasons. The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Happy anniversary, KBLA!
KBLA Talk 1580 is now celebrating 3 years of amplifying our voice and uplifting our community. We deeply appreciate your support of this radio station and will always do our level best to earn your support. Here's to many more years of loving and serving our community. We're KBLA Talk 1580, and we've got your black.
I know it's gonna happen with you.
If you say you care about the community, you have to also care about the climate. We're KBLA Talk 1580, and we've got your black.
Oh, man. Looks like Bobby needs a ride to the airport again.
Grab the keys.
Who's taking Auntie and her friends to the swap meet?
Grab the keys.
How about we drop these boxes off at Miss Johnson?
Grab the keys.
Whether you're giving rides or hauling gear, you're all about getting things done. So do it all in a Chevy SUV. From the versatile Equinox and Sporty Blazer to the roomy Traverse, our lineup of SUVs will carry you through every adventure. All you have to do is...
grab the keys?
That's how we do. Head to your local Chevy dealer, where well-qualified buyers get 1.9% APR on all 2024 Silverado 1500, Blazer EV, Equinox, Trailblazer, and Colorado models. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
1.9% APR for 36 months. Monthly payment is $28.60 for every $1,000 you finance. Example down payment, 17.0%. Must finance with GM Financial. Some customers may not qualify. Not available with lease and some other offers. Take new retail delivery by 7/31/24.
The California Crusader newspaper would like to thank all of our subscribers for their support throughout the years, proudly serving the South Los Angeles and South Bay areas for more than 40 years. The California Crusader is a multicultural, black-owned, adjudicated newspaper that focuses on providing newsworthy information to the people in our community. We're constantly looking for ways to assist businesses in our community to connect with our subscribers. We provide low-cost, effective ways to promote your business with our reasonable and affordable advertising rates. You can participate by suggesting, sharing, and submitting your stories on the California Crusader newspaper Community Share Facebook group page, or visit our website at cal-cruise-news.com. That's calcruisenews.com. Then click on the Submit Now button located on the top right corner of the homepage, or text CCN to 42828. Again, text CCN to 42828. The California Crusader newspaper, working together to build a better community for our future. Subscribe today.
You know you want some more. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
New Snoop, come on baby boo, you got to get into it. Going forward to play with the cool wit. Yeah, you know I'm always on that cool. Walk to it, do it how you do it. Have a glass, let me put you in the mood it. Little cutie, looking like a student. Long hair with your big fat booty. Back in the days, you was the girl I went to school with. Had to tell your mom and sister to cool it. The girl wanna do it, I just might do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, my playlist is my co-host, the VOR, back in the building. Hey, man, Snoop Dogg, West Coast legend. We on fire. The summer is up. The city is up. What up? The Voice of Reason is on fire tonight. We're having a great conversation about deception and how it's a part of the human condition. And we got callers from all over the country: Chicago, Indianapolis, Houston, Texas. Let's get them in here. Attila from Houston, Texas. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
Uncle Zoe.
Hey,
Hi.
hey. What up, what up, what up, what up? What are your thoughts?
Oh, man, so many. Well, I have two things. The first one was when I think you and Captain were kind of talking about the silence or the withholding truth, kind of the pause before the truth comes, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And I kind of, as someone who's done that a lot, for me, I feel like my source is more so people-pleasing, but also, like, assuming other people's motivations or how they're going to react to things. Because when you talk about, quote-unquote, being an empath or whatever it is people want to call it, a starseed, I don't know, a lot of that kind of comes with, there's, like, a superiority in that. I know how you're feeling. Like, I know I know how you're going to react. And you really don't. I do think that people have a way of surprising you. And I think we have to be careful to not assume the motivations of others, because in reality, we're the ones with the selfish motives at that point. So it's a selfish motive, couched in quiet, cosplaying peace, like I said in the chat.
Ooh, selfish motive, cosplaying
couched in quiet,
cosplaying peace. Lord have mercy, that is a tongue twister, child. You think the majority of people are moving like that?
I don't know if I would say the majority. I find that a lot with communities of people who like to be known as empathic, though. It's really just like new age people pleasing, in my opinion. So that kind of ties into my second point. You know, I saw Nzinga and Nikki kind of talk, going back and forth about delivery and the ways in which people speak truth. And I completely agree with that we do need to be careful about our delivery if we care about the person, right? Or heck, even if you don't, right? There's just certain times, for example, work, where you might not want to reveal your most blunt hood self at the job, right? We lie there all the time. All the time, right? Like you said, code switching the other day, right?
Built-in pretense, right?
Yes. Pretense is the word, right? That's the word of the day. But the other side of that as well is that sometimes people, I think, get obsessed or over-focused on the delivery because they don't really like the messenger, right? Cat Williams said that.
Look at that.
So, you know what I'm saying? So, like, to me, I'm for truth no matter how it comes. And to be honest, even when it comes to delivery, you know, I wonder sometimes if that's really just our ego being wounded, you know, or maybe we have a perception of a person that maybe is not true, and that's really what it is that hurts us instead of what they're actually saying. Because, I mean, if it's not the truth, I'm not going to be worried about it. I'm only worried about something that may actually have some truth to it, and at that point, it's me I have to grapple with, not you.
Man, heavy stuff. Oh, my goodness. Guess what you just did, child?
All right, Houston in the building.
Houston, Texas, jump back in here for round two. If you want to bring your city in the building, you know the routine. The number to dial is 1-800-920-1580. You guys are on fire tonight. You already know what we about to do now. We got to slip on over there to Indianapolis. Ronan is in the building. We don't know what's going to come out of his mouth. Ronan, what are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
What's going on, so?
I'm good, brother, man. What are your thoughts?
I remember dealing with those times, dealing with serious depression and trying to be a people pleaser. It's one thing to tell lies; it's another one to live them. And many times when you live a lie, you let people's negative narratives basically guide your direction. Like when you start realizing, why do I have to lie to myself to be around people whose approval aren't worth my time?
Keep going. Keep going. I see you now. I see you clearly. Keep going, brother. The shovel is in the ground. Keep digging. Come on.
So when you start seeing that, we start seeing it for what it is. Now you start forcing yourself to like face yourself. So now it's like you pick and choose when you want to lie. Sometimes you lie to people saying like, let's say there's an emergency, like we're going to make it. You have no idea how you're going to do it, but you tell them in a sense of reassurance.
So toxic positivity, right. Yeah.
Toxic positivity in a sense. Or when you have scammers or whatnot call you. I mean, I do it out of amusement, telling them I'll do this and that and hang up on them. Or,
right.
Or, just like what the brother said earlier, like when someone that likes you say, like, I look fat in this dress. Or, someone asks about something like, how do I look? And, you're visually impaired. But,
I hear you.
But the thing is, but the sum of that was like, when you look at it, it's like, I learned how to put things together. It's like actions, words, and intent must work in concert. Otherwise, it's BS.
If you knew the truth would absolutely destroy someone that you loved, would you tell them?
I would tell them in the intent to help rebuild.
So you would tell them the truth knowing that it would destroy them. That's you said it and you like reworked it. But that's still the same as I'm going to tell you the truth even though it's going to destroy you. You're one of those people who would tell the truth even if it destroyed them. Because
the thing is, like, it's worse when you have a third party tell them something that you should have told them in confidence. So basically you destroyed them twice.
Ooh, I love that.
It's a thing about accountability. It's like, look, if they're going to hear something, they'd rather hear from a trusted person. They know where it's coming from. The sentiment is there. So it's not to sit there and intentionally destroy the person. They might feel some kind of way. But if you think about if you love them enough, certain things that were crippling has to die. Or they had to be cut off from it in order to be better people.
I love it, brother.
That's what I would expect out of people.
That's fire. Come on, give me one more, Ronan. I know you got some more. Come on.
Well, I'd say like nowadays, especially when you see the advent of social media, I never saw the point of people not just putting their lie out there, but the importance of living a lifestyle just to please people or even try to front in front of people when they really see you in person. Now they can't trust anything that you say or do.
Wait, stop. I'm not going to let you just say that and we not emphasize. They posted what he said. They live in a lifestyle. He didn't say lifestyle. Yeah. He said a lifestyle. And then he said what did you say? They post the lie. What did you?
Okay, the definition of a lifestyle is like it's a lie so big that you can have 1 billion roommates and none of you can afford the rent.
Keep going.
So when I say like you got people out here fronting to be something that they're not, that's a lot of wasted creativity, a wasted time. Because when people really discover who you are, now not only you made yourself irrelevant, but it's very hard to redeem that time you wasted trying to be something you weren't.
Man, I love it, brother. Guess what you just did, Ronan?
Brought Indianapolis back to the building.
Naptown came back in here. If you want to bring your city in the building, where LA at? I know it's a gang of liars out here. Call us 1-800-920-1580.
He's on fire tonight. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Amber Payton. Here's the latest on the Black Information Network. The White House is sidestepping a question about President Biden addressing voter fears over his mental fitness. Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre, who is black, was asked why Biden is not coming out to answer questions on the issue. Jean-Pierre said he has engaged with people since the debate, once at a Waffle House and in Atlanta with supporters. She then noted Biden will sit down for an interview with ABC News this week. Biden's shaky debate performance has prompted some Democrats to call for him to drop out of the race. Harvey, Illinois Mayor Christopher Clark is vowing not to increase property taxes for the 2025 fiscal year. He encouraged other elected officials to join the so-called Hold the Tax pledge. Mayor Clark took the action after tax bills reflected a 30% increase or more in 15 South suburbs, 12 of which have mostly African-American populations. He added that the city of Harvey is currently facing a $149 million budget deficit. That's the latest. I'm Amber Payton on your home for 24/7 News, the Black Information Network.
Time with family, laughs with friends, and cash back? Discover's got you covered on the last one. That's because Discover doubles all the cash back you've earned on your credit card at the end of your first year with Cash Back Match. See terms at discover.com/credit card.
Follow the leader. KBLA Talk 1580. Follow the leader.
If you're not following KBLA Talk 1580 on all of our socials, then you're missing out. Download our app and find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and on the web at KBLA 1580.
That's right.
Again, you can find all of our socials at KBLA 1580.
We've got a lot to talk about.
By the way, if you miss any of our weekday shows in real time, you can always catch up by checking out the podcast of your favorite shows at your leisure. At KBLA Talk 1580, we've got your black.
Got your black. Follow the leader. Following the leader. Oh my God. Follow the leader. Follow the leader. Follow the leader. Follow the leader. Follow the leader.
Our city's hottest weeks of summer are approaching. If you're 60 or older, you're at risk of heat stroke or worse. Extreme heat can kill. That's why KBLA Talk 1580 is part of our year-long climate justice campaign. Has partnered with the Los Angeles Department of Water and Power and the LA City Department of Aging for LADWP's Powered by Equity event, Heat Relief for Seniors Resource Fair. Join fellow LA seniors who hope to beat the heat and stay safe on Monday, July 15th, 10 a.m. at the Watts Labor Community Action Center in South Los Angeles. Learn about LADWP's Easy Save and Level Pay programs to help lower your monthly electric bill. And there will be tips and resources to be ready and safe in the heat. LADWP customers 60 years or older will be eligible to receive a portable air conditioner while supplies last. Personal ID and your LADWP bill are required. Contact your LA Department of Aging Neighborhood Senior Center for Cool LA Heat Relief for Seniors participation details or visit www.ladwp.com/events.
We ask seniors how to prevent Medicare scams.
My best advice, if you get a phone call, do not talk to the person. These people are well trained. Don't talk to them.
They don't know me. They're just trying to scam me.
Don't be fooled. Hang up. Just hang up.
Never give out your Medicare number.
They're going to get your number to put in a false claim.
If I get a call from someone, I don't pick up the phone. And should I pick up the phone and they ask for information, then I hang up.
How do you detect Medicare fraud?
Just like I check my credit card statements, I check my Medicare statements monthly.
Scammers can get a hold of your number, order medical devices through your account, and you're not even going to know about it if you don't look at your statement.
Check your statement every month. If you get your statement and you see something that you know you did not have done, you report it.
Call your Senior Medicare Patrol.
To report Medicare fraud, call the Senior Medicare Patrol at 855-613-7080.
JP Morgan Chase is building on the investments in California and around the country to help close the racial wealth gap and build a more equitable future. As part of JP Morgan Chase commitment, they are taking action to help improve financial wealth and access to banking in the Black community, helping more people open low-cost checking and savings accounts, hosting community seminars with supporting Black-led institutions by building awareness about financial investments, hiring community managers, and opening community center branches like Crenshaw, Inglewood, in downtown LA. Visit today, jpmorganchase.com/racial equity. Again, jpmorganchase.com/racial equity. Get the tools to help reach your financial goals. Visit today, jpmorganchase.com/racial equity. Again, jpmorganchase.com/racial equity.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 believes in community empowerment. LA's 99 neighborhood councils form the grassroots level of the Los Angeles city government. The system was created to connect LA's diverse communities to City Hall. While neighborhood council board members are volunteers, they are also public officials elected to office by the members of their community. Neighborhood councils advocate on issues like homelessness, housing, land use, emergency preparedness, public safety, parks, transportation, and sustainability. They also provide local expertise on the delivery of city services to their various communities. Neighborhood councils are open to participation by anyone who is a part of the fabric of daily life in said community. This includes those who live, work, or own property or a business. If you are interested in stepping up to join your local neighborhood council, visit www.empowerla.org. That's empowerla.org. It's time to think globally, but act locally. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
You're listening to the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
Yes, sir.
You know you want some more, girl. So come on. You know you want some more, girl. So come on. Let's get low. Just looking. Looking at the ladies, all of them fly. I don't know which one I want, dog. I can't make up my mind, girl.
So won't you make it easy on me and take this drink and hit this two-step with me, let's slip to the dance floor. On and on and on and on we go. I'll dip you if you want me to. You see, I really wanna get a little funk with you, biggity bump with you. I wanna hump you and then just comfort you. And then I'll pop the top and lay you on the cot and get you nice and hot. Yeah, yeah, it's all to the real. We can do it like God. Come on, girl, let's chill.
The issue is, in media especially, we only ever see examples of good people and bad people. There's in movies, there's the hero and there's the villain. And they're two completely different people, you know? And the villain is only bad and the hero is only good and noble and mighty. And no one is good and noble and mighty all the time. It's exhausting. And also, remember that these two things are opposites of each other. They're two sides of the same coin. We wouldn't have good if we didn't have bad. You wouldn't know what good is if you didn't know what bad is. And you wouldn't know what bad is if you didn't know what good is. So everyone is good and everyone is bad. Everyone has their dark self and everyone has their light self. And the question is, who are you going to be? Who are you going to be in this moment? Like, that's what it's about, and that's what you should be working towards.
I love it. There are no 100% pure people. There are no 100% perfect people. And I just feel like, man, our wounds, where a wound is in control, there will be a lack of grace for others. I'm not saying there won't be any grace, but the grace will have limits. Do you know we are an exhausted society? We're exhausted because we have to keep manufacturing the good in us. Because the darkness in us makes us successful. Please listen to me when I tell you this. It is the darkness that makes us successful. We live in a Machiavellian society, an individualistic society, a materialistic society, a capitalistic society. These are the things that make us successful. The Narcissist's Handbook is the 48 laws of power. The 33 laws of war. Right? The laws of seduction. Robert Greene has made a killing on our shadow. Do you understand me? And then, in the midst of all that, God give you a little grace. And then you turn around and you want to high sign. You want to be snooty and judgmental and look down your nose when you just as broken as the person whose shoulders you standing on. Anybody that ever broke your heart, spiritually, you standing on their shoulders. Because breaking your heart, especially if you were able to heal from it, that's the elevator to that elevation. We don't look back at those people and send energy and vibe and prayers and well wishes and energy of grace. We don't send none of that to them. We be like, long gone, good riddance. But those are the people that elevated you. Had you not gone through that situation, would you be here? You needed them to see the reflection of you that needed your attention. And at your level of consciousness, that's how you drew them into your life. And whatever happened to y'all, that's what you were there for. That's what you were supposed to get. We got callers on the line. Let's get them in here. All right, let's get them in here. Who do we want to talk to? Who's been on the longest? Blake, Chicago, Chi-Town in the building, the third city, Windy City. Talk to me, fam. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
Hello, good evening. Thank you for allowing me to call in. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
So, I guess basically the way I would approach it overall is that, really, there really doesn't seem to be too much of a black and white, you know what I mean? There is really a lot of gray when it comes to, a topic such as this, because there's been plenty of instances in history, that would show us that, a lie didn't do any type of good for anybody. Well, no, the truth didn't do any type of good for anybody. Right. And, right. You know what I mean? And there's been other instances in history where a lie, basically helped everyone out in the end, even the person that was in power, So, like, for instance, just the one thing that kind of comes to my mind as far as the truth basically screwing over everybody was, like in Uncle Tom's Cabin, for instance, but like before he kind of, came to himself and started to understand what it was that, his overall plight in this world, he was given the task of basically delivering slaves from one state to another state. And he was pondering over it in his mind, whether he should allow these slaves to go free, because he understood the harshness of slavery. He understood what it was, but because he wanted to hold on to his overall reputation of being a truthful individual, he allowed his own people to be brought into slavery. You know what I mean? And that's an instance in which the truth really didn't do anything to help anybody.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And because and one thing that I honestly do believe is that the truth quite often is pretty much determined by whoever is in power.
I hear you. You talking about his story. Hey, keep going.
Right. And now, to the opposite of that now, like we deal with, Abraham and Sarah. You know what I mean? They're traveling through Egypt. They get stopped. Now, this is really his wife, but, he understands the law of the land out there, which is, if a woman and her husband are traveling together and the people that stop them want to, marry or lay down with the person's wife, then, they're going to, the custom is that they would kill the husband. So what does he ultimately do? He ultimately lies to the people and says, yeah, man, this is my sister. Right. And he does so because he understands that there's a journey that he has to get to, in order to, get to the ultimate promise. You know what I mean? That he knows is in store for him. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And now ultimately things, work out in the end.
He lied and said, Pharaoh, this ain't my woman, this my sister. If it was his woman, Pharaoh would have killed him and took Sarah for himself. The Muslims will say this is the origin of the hijab. This is the origin of the veil. You can't be fine out here in the desert and people can just see your face. Girl, you better put a veil on. You too fine. I'm going to get killed with you walking around. Brother, let me say this, man. I appreciate the level of insight you just delivered to us, man. Guess what you just did tonight?
Oh, man, what did I do?
You brought Chicago in the building. You got a seat at the table anytime you want it. Whenever you want to call in, call me, brother. The number to dial is 1-800-920-1580. When we come forward, Dallas, Texas. We got 2 people from Dallas, Texas, and more. People are calling in. Let's talk about it.
Is it good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
Hey LA, be an eco-friendly hero. Join LADWP's Power Savers program and use your smart thermostat to help ease strain on the electric grid during peak electric demand. You'll save electricity while you lower your bill. Plus, as a power saver, you can get up to $185 in prepaid gift cards. Don't have a smart thermostat? No problem. Shop and sign up at ladwp.com/Power Savers program. That's ladwp.com/Power Savers program. To help combat climate change, LADWP is helping neighborhoods have better access to electric vehicles by awarding nearly $130 million in EV rebates to customers just like you. From big savings on used EVs to building new charging plazas, LADWP is charging ahead to help all Angelinos experience the benefits of EVs. Get rebates of up to $4,000 for a used EV and $1,750 for a charger. Learn more at ladwp.com/EV. That's ladwp.com/EV.
Linking social justice and climate justice all year long.
We're unapologetically progressive.
KBLA Talk 1580.
Watch out! You got me!
The galaxy is safe once again.
In the pretend universe, kids play with pretend guns. In the real world, it's up to us to make sure they don't get their hands on a real gun. If you have a gun in the house, keep it locked, unloaded, and stored separately from ammunition. Safe gun storage saves lives. Learn how to make your home safer at endfamilyfire.org. That's endfamilyfire.org. Brought to you by End Family Fire, Brady, and the Ad Council.
Paid for by government. Did you hear? A secret hoard of 1904 $20 Gold Liberty coins have been found. These gorgeous 1904p gold coins are as bright and shiny as the day they were struck, and less than 500 of these gold coins are available. Coin experts are calling this secret U.S. gold coin discovery a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and you can own a piece of the hoard. When you call, you are guaranteed a 1904 Gold Liberty struck at the iconic Philadelphia Mint. With limited availability, you must call now. These 1904 dated gold coins are still in uncirculated condition with brilliant luster. That is 120 years of history you can hold in your hand. To learn more, call 1-800-973-3083. Call now and you'll receive a free bonus, a $75 value free with every order. Call 1-800-973-3083 now to secure your 1904p $20 Gold Liberty coins before they sell out. That's 1-800-973-3083.
This is KBLA Talk 1580. Talk radio. That's music to your ears. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. You know you want some more. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
It's like everywhere I listen and everywhere I go, I'm hearing somebody trying to steal my flow, but it ain't no thing. I see my homie Coolio, but be up on the game when I step through the door.
You know, some of these fools are so deceptive, using my styles like a contraceptive. I hope you get burnt. Seems you haven't learned. It's the knick-knack, paddywhack. I still got the biggest sack, so put your gun away, run away, cause I'm back. Hit 'em up, get 'em up, split 'em up now. tell me what's going on. It make me wanna holler cause my dollars come in ozones. Known for the break off, shake off, now take off your clothes and quit trying to spit at my. Speaking of, I get to the point. You think you got the bomb cause I wrote you with use a flea. And I'm the big dog. I scratch you off with my paws. Alls, y'alls, busters better recognize and see where I'm coming from and still east side till I die. Why ask?
Hey!
Why? As the world keeps spinning to the D-O-double-G. Why?
Snoop Dogg, man. We got to shout out Snoop Dogg. If you're listening to KBLA Talk 1580, big homie Snoop, man. Hip-hop legend, man. You come on, man. You got to give Snoop his flowers right now. You understand me? Hey, he's been my co-host the whole night, man. We've been on fire. The great show. We got a couple more callers. I want to get them in. I want to get their opinions. It's been a very nuanced show. And again, don't forget, man, these conversations are designed to elicit discussion. Really quickly, I don't do this, and people are telling me I got to do this real quick. I'm conducting a relationship masterclass August 3rd and 4th. It's called the Relationship ER, like emergency room. And I'm going to provide the link. I'm going to make sure that KBLA gets the link out. Maybe put it on the website so you guys can support this master class. It's a 2-day master class that I'm conducting. First day will be a breakdown, the philosophical breakdown of this particular curriculum that I'm going to deliver to you guys. And the second day, I'm going to bring in a clinician, and we're going to break down the clinical side. It's going to be an amazing event. The Relationship ER Masterclass, conducted by yours truly, Zoe Williams, the voice of reason from KBLA Talk 1580. It's going to be on fire. So stay tuned for details and information on that. Now, let me get my final callers in here. Who's been on the longest? Reverend L from Dallas, Texas. Reb, get up in here, Reb. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
What's going on, brother?
Yes, sir. What are your thoughts, man?
Let me take the topic first. Where you say horrible lies can be good people. I think that's a paradox, because you have some people that are lazy liars, and they want you to believe they BS. And then also you got got dumb liars. You got dumb liars, and we run into a lot more dumb liars where they think they're smarter than you, but they really insult your intelligence.
Come on, Rev.
So that's part of that lie piece. But the truthful part, the good people, it's really from morale. Your morale is the main piece. If you want to establish something solid with somebody, relationship, friendship, anything, you got to match morale. So
I like
biblically, they use the term evenly yoked. So if you're evenly yoked with the same morale, then you don't have much to worry about when it comes to that lie situation, especially if it's some egregious lies. Now, I'm going to give you a small example. If your old lady bought a dress, and the dress is ugly to you, but she comes out and she says, "Oh, baby, you like my dress? I love my dress." Why would you sit there and lie? Or why would you sit there and tell the truth and be like, "Baby, that dress ugly," knowing good and well it's going to crash her spirit, but you ain't got to wear the dress, she does. So if she likes the dress, then go ahead and roll with it. Hey, baby, you know what? I know you like the dress. It's all good. I like it too. What harm comes from that? That's nothing. That means nothing at all. So I feel like sometimes, like, again, that morale, and another piece, what I was going to say is tact. A lot of people need to be more tactful when they talk about different things about this liar and being truthful, because sometimes you can tell the truth, but you're not tactful about the truth, and it's going to come across as being vindictive and hurting. So you just got to be cautious with that. Oh, last little piece I'm going to say. Some people want you to tell lies to them. So, like a girlfriend, I'm just using an example. You got a girlfriend that know that this man is on BS. She know it. So here he comes with the lies. He goes, "Oh, baby, I was at the store. I was here, there, and the other way." And she know that he lying, but she just want to hold that lie to have something over his head, and it just goes back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So some people want you to lie to them so they can catch you in the lie so they can have something back and forth. Now that's a toxic relationship, but it's different levels of that lie or that liar.
I love it, brother. Man, I'm so glad you called in. Guess what you just did, brother?
Brought Dallas, Texas in the building.
Dallas, Texas, be up in here cooking with them Southwest spices, the Tex-Mex spice. Come on, keep it rolling. We got Dallas still in the building. Let me get my brother in here. True Monger, Dallas, back up in here. Talk to me.
Yes, sir.
Man, what are your thoughts on tonight's topic, bro?
Man, we're all, like we were saying all night, pretty much we're all guilty of some form of a lie. Whether it's procrastination, lying out of fear, lying just to see if you can get away with it, wherever the case may be. We're all guilty of it. Does it make you automatically a horrible person? Think the intention behind it factors into that. Yeah, some people are horrible, especially if it's done purposely just for the sake of it or just to get over on somebody.
Pathological versus compulsive. Yes. We gave those examples earlier today when we played those videos, but continue, brother. I'm listening.
But at the end of the day, especially as you mature as a person, the lies aren't worth it, man. They're not worth the time or the energy to try to remember them. They're really not. And if you're around people that you feel you have to lie to, first of all, you need to check yourself. And then check the kind of circle you have. And then if you got relationships with people that want you to lie to them, man, you just might have to cut your ties with them. Because at the end of the day, it's not worth their energy. They want somebody to keep their ego boosted for whatever reason. And they think you're going to be the one to do it. And maybe you've been doing it that long to a point where they're comfortable with that. Make them uncomfortable. And if they can't handle the truth, that's on them.
I hear you. If
they can't if they can't handle being told the truth, if they can't handle honesty, at the end of the day, that's on them. They need to check themselves. And if you continue to do that, then you really need to check yourself. Because you not only are you lying to them, you're lying to yourself. It's just keeping the cycle going. And it's not worth it.
True Measy.
Yes, sir.
Guess what you just did?
This is about Dallas in the building.
Dallas, Texas in the building. We had 2 calls from Dallas, 2 calls from Houston. What is going on down south? Huh? Let me just say this, man. Lies and truth, they both go, I would say it's a two-way street for both of them. Before there was quantum mechanics, you had metaphysics, right? Before we had science, we had the spiritual concept, metaphysical concepts. And there's a particular concept in the Hermetic law, as above, so below, as above. And all that simply means is, there's a correspondence. There's a duality to truth and lies. And many of you guys kind of illustrated that when you showed that you could tell a lie to spare a feeling, or you can tell the truth to actually destroy somebody, to eviscerate somebody's spirit. Let me just say, as works in progress, what we need is more grace. To me, that's the key. Everybody's going to fall. If we can fall short of the glory of God, we definitely going to fall short of the respect and honor that we have for each other and that we have for ourselves. And I'm just a big advocate of, if a person is not intentionally trying to destroy you or ruin you, it doesn't mean you're not going to be hurt by their lie. It just gives you context to understand the origin of the lie. And if it's coming from a space of fear, anxiety, shame, disappointment, I'm telling you, man, our relationships can heal. Our relationships can access forgiveness if we can understand that human beings need grace from each other and from ourselves. I started the conversation. It's up to you to finish it. I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason, and I'm going to holler back at y'all next week. Holla!
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm Mike Moore. Here's the latest from the Black Information Network. Former President Trump's sentencing in his New York hush money case is being postponed until September. It comes after Trump's lawyers filed a letter with the judge looking to set aside the recent guilty verdict. The sentencing will now be delayed until September 18th at the earliest. The lawyers asked for more time to go over any potential impact from the Supreme Court's immunity decision, which gave Trump immunity for official acts.